Hi everyone, and welcome to another swim video. Throughout this video, I will be making comparisons between my most recent 3 swims to a long-term marriage. I recently took a vacation with my husband to Treasure Island, where I did 3 swims in 3 days, and I'd like to talk about the 3 main lessons that I learned. As you can see, I did 3 swims in 3 days. My goal is to swim around the various islands in Tampa Bay, as well as swim along the coastline of Pinellas County. On day 1, I did an 8-mile swim around Treasure Island. On day 2, I gave my husband a rest and swam alone 4 miles south from St. Pete Beach to Passagrille. And on day 3, Bob kayaked for me as I swam around Paradise Island. The 3 things I learned were, number 1, you work better together as you get to know your partner. And mainly, what's really interesting about this is we learn about our partner over a long-term marriage, but we also are given an opportunity to learn about ourselves and to respond to our partner in certain ways based on certain actions we take. Let me explain. In previous swims in kayaking, I would question Bob and make suggestions, and now I've decided that he is the one with a different view up above while I'm just swimming and doing my job trying to swim as efficiently as I can to complete the swim. So what I learned to do was I work better with Bob as time goes on because I decide to yield. It's an opportunity to yield to his direction and his opinion and to let him do his job and so that I can do mine. Number 2, I learned that I have a lot of room for improvement after my 6-mile mark swimming. This was my 3rd or 4th swim beyond 6 miles, and I see that I am not as strong as my first 6 miles. On my 4th mile in this swim, I took a little extra time on feeding, and on my 7th and 8th mile point, I really struggled because the current picked up after blind pass, the wind, and then I looked up and saw a bridge that I thought was about 15 minutes away, but it ended up being about 40 minutes away, so I was demotivated. So my last 2 miles of the swim pushed me over the 5-hour edge when I could have been on track for under 5 hours completion. And I will tell you about the 3rd lesson in just a minute. I'm here on Treasure Island on my paddleboard, and I just want to say I feel like I'm living my best life. I'm having a really nice vacation, staycation. This is wonderful. In addition to swimming, I did paddleboarding, and isn't this ironic that I'm so confident and smug in my paddleboarding, and within a few minutes after I recorded this, I turned around, the wind and the current picked up, and I was kind of paddling in circles. It must have been humorous for the savvy paddlers and boat owners to see me paddling in circles as I went back to my start point. Anyway, paddleboarding is a lot of fun, and we did other things. We visited with relatives, I finished a book, and we played a game, so we overall had a really good time on this vacation. But the 3rd thing that I learned was that swimming can be a job. It can be work. Yes, it's fun and I really enjoy it, but you're working on your skill and your technique. And I think about that in a long-term marriage as well, that sometimes it can be work, and we work at it. We work on our communication skills. We work on our relationship. We work on ourselves. And I look forward to my next swim adventures. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and make your marriage great.